Hi my little rainbows, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make your own room models in Roblox Studio. So I've been getting a lot of requests to do this video, so I thought why not do it. So if you don't know, I am a little bit of a room model creator. I have made a couple of room models. Here are all of the room models that I've made so far. Some of them are public, some of them are not. If you don't know what a room model is, it's just basically like a background for your GFX, like all of these ones. So the first thing you're going to be needing to do is going on to Pinterest or Google. Personally, Pinterest works the best for me. I don't think you need an account to use Pinterest, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But here's my Pinterest, which you should definitely go follow. It will be linked in the description. The first thing for creating a room model is inspiration. So you're just going to want to go to search, and you're going to just want to search for whatever you want to make. So I want to make sort of like a pink style bakery today. So that's what I'm going to be searching up, pink bakery. And then you have a bunch of these really cute like suggestions. And what I like to do is just right click and then press open link in new tab. And then it will appear in a new tab, and then after you can have as many tabs open as you like. So all you have to do is scroll and just find little pics of inspiration or pictures that you like that you want to incorporate in your room model. Okay, so I've just saved many posts that I like and that I want to try and incorporate into my room model. I suggest that you don't copy the entire inspiration post that you have, because it most likely won't turn out right, because there's only so much that you can make in Roblox Studio. So I suggest that you just pull inspiration from tiny bits, and I'll just give a little example. So here, I really like kind of the color scheme, and then I'm also going to be pulling inspiration from here because I really like the curved edges, and I just think that's really cool. And then from here, I also do like the sort of greenery and the plants, so I might try and incorporate that in the inside. I also like the color scheme of this. I probably won't be using this, but I just thought it was really cute. And this is my last pick of inspiration because I really like all of the fuzzy kind of textures and surfaces, and I do like the kind of like pictures and the black and white pictures, and I think it looks really cute. And once you find inspiration, you can save them to a board. I'm not going to be doing that right now, but let's get into the Roblox Studio aspect. So if you're like me, I suggest that you put all of your room models that you make into one Roblox game. That way, if there's something from another room model that you made that you like, you can basically take it from the other room model and put it into yours. So for example, I've made something similar to a bakery, which is this kitchen. So if I want to save some time, I will just take this little maybe oven and then put it into the bakery. That way it saves plenty of time and I don't have to completely remake it from scratch. This goes without saying, don't steal anything from anybody else's room model. You can search it on the toolbox. So like if you want, you can search oven on the toolbox and you can take any of these. But for example, if you take someone else's room model and you take bits from there, that's not okay. You should try and make your own or get things from the toolbox. Don't ungroup other people's room models and use them for your own. So now I'll be teaching you how to actually use Roblox Studio. And I also forgot to mention that you should be in a base plate game. So how to basically make stuff in Roblox Studio is by going up to the top and clicking part. It will be in the home section if you aren't in it already. So you're going to want to click on the part, and it will basically form on the ground. And you'll most likely already be on the scale tool, but if you aren't already, you have to click it up there. And you basically have these little dots where you can drag it up and down, and you can basically scale it however you want to. I'm just going to be putting it all the way to the floor, and I'm just going to be making a reasonable height and thickness and length. And another tools that they have is move tool, so you can move it in any direction that you want to. And there's also a rotate tool, which is really helpful for moving the pieces around in any direction possible. So something that I also forgot to mention is that you might not have the same smooth movements as I have. So in order to do this, you're going to go to model, and you are going to go to rotate and move, and you're going to change it to 0. For example, if I maybe change rotate to like 50, you aren't going to be able to have like smooth movements, and it's going to be blocky like this. So having it by 0 is going to make the movements and rotations a lot more smooth. And if you want to undo something, you can just use Control Z or Command Z if you're on a MacBook like me. Now there's something else that you can do. You can go up to color at the top, click the little arrow, and then there is a bunch of color selections right here. So let's say you want this pink, you click it and it gives you a pink color. And you can also make custom colors by getting the properties tab right here. If you don't already have this, go to view and click properties right there, and it should pop up right over here. You're going to click color, and then you have this little viewfinder right here, and you can customize the color, and you can basically do any color in here. I'm just going to cancel because I already like this color a lot. Next, you can also change the material. So if you click the drop down menu right here, there's a bunch of different pieces of material that you should try and mix around. The materials in Roblox Studio aren't that great, but I suggest using smooth plastic if you're just going for a regular look. If you don't like any of the material textures in the Roblox Studio presets, you can go to the toolbox. If you don't have it, you can go to view and then click toolbox right here. And in the toolbox, change models to images. And then you can basically search for any texture. I'm just gonna search for maybe like brick or something like that. And then after, you can click on the texture and then drag it onto the wall, and then it gives you like your own little texture. Here's a little hack. So if you already have the load character plugin, if you don't have this, you can watch my basic GFX tutorial, which I show you how to get this. And I'm just gonna spawn in my avatar. So it spawned all the way over here, but I'm just going to be using the move tool, and I'm going to move it right next to the wall. So by moving it close to the wall, you can kind of figure out how tall you have to make it. So I think this is a little too tall, so I'm just going to make it a bit smaller than that. And now I'm just going to duplicate this wall by pressing Control D or Command D. And it looks like nothing happened, but if you go to the move tool, then you're gonna see that there's 2 of them instead. This room model is gonna have an open wall. It is going to kind of look like this, so there's not gonna be any wall here, and it's just going to be like this. And of course, you can do whatever you want. You can choose to put a wall here, or you can choose not. I just kind of like the aesthetic of this. So now I'm just going to repeat the process, and I'm just gonna make a floor. So now I have my floor, and this is a pretty plain room model. So what makes the room model good is the tiny details and sort of the items inside of the room model. In order to get these, you can go to change images back to models, and you're just gonna want to search for anything you want to. So right now I'm just gonna search for a chair. If you like this, then you can incorporate it in your room model. You can move it down. You can also scale it if it's too big, so that way it fits your character. And again, using this is a great reference. You can rotate it and put it wherever you want to. And you can just use anything that's on the toolbox because it's completely free to use. I try and make everything in my room models from scratch, which is basically taking it apart and then you just keep sculpting it until it's something that you like. Now, sometimes that is time consuming, which is why the toolbox is here. Now, I'm just gonna be speeding up this process of adding details to the room model, and I'm not gonna make it super detailed because I don't want the video to be too long, but you get what I mean. Alright, so here is a quick little tip. So if you don't want a like regular normal rectangle part, if you click the little arrow, there are a bunch of different parts that you can also choose from. For example, a sphere, a wedge, and a cylinder. So that's just something I thought I would mention, and I might mention more things along this little speed build. So I did as much as I needed to do for this video. As you can see, there's not so much detail into the room model, and it definitely isn't like my other ones. That's because my other room models take at least 1 to 3 hours to complete, and for this I only did it in maybe 20 minutes because I just wanted to show some kind of basics. As you can see, I sort of pulled inspiration from the color scheme of this one. The colors aren't exact, and I definitely used a lot more pink than the original picture, but the color scheme is somewhat close. I also ended up liking the pictures a lot from this one, so I tried to recreate it in my room model. I haven't put it in pictures yet, but you can see what I was going for. And I also did include some plants. These were taken directly from the toolbox, and also the cupcakes too. I just think these cupcakes are super cute, and I don't know, I just love them a lot, and I tried to add detail in the time that I had. So now that the room model is basically almost complete, I'm going to be showing you how to save it. So first of all, I'm going to be deleting the character, and what you're going to want to do, and you're going to left click and you're going to drag it and create like a little box, and you're going to go up to the top where it says group, and you're going to just click that. Then at the side, you're going to right click and then you're going to press rename, and just rename it to anything you want. So I'm just going to call it Unfinished Bakery because I haven't finished it yet, but I should hopefully finish it soon. You're going to right click on the room model and click Save to Roblox. Next, this is going to pop up, and then you're going to title it again. But then you're just going to write something random for your description. So I'm just going to write bakery lols. And then after, you're going to go down and make sure genre is all, so people are able to find your room model, and then press allow copying, and you can allow comments, and that's your choice. Then you can press submit, and it will take a while to submit it to Roblox. Hi, Editing Rainbow here. Basically, I forgot to mention that by submitting it to Roblox, that means other people will be able to use your room model in their GFX. And yeah, so that's kind of like a basic tutorial. If you want me to do a more kind of in-depth tutorial with more tips and tricks and stuff, please let me know. But yeah, that should be it for the video. This isn't the completed room model, but I should complete it and make it a lot more detailed soon because I really like how this is turning out so far. But thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to subscribe because I post weekly GFX content on this channel. It would be awesome if you were to do so. So I will see you all in the next video. XOXO Rainbow.
Hey, yo.